Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Ticker Highlight Show.
Yay, we got Andrew's song. So
got a song?
Amazon, it's testing out these little lows. It's actually breaking. See this whole consolidation area? You have the 21 day right there. We're kind of breaking down there. I would watch for a close above or below that 21 day today.
Okay.
That it maintains this little consolidation and may trade higher. If we close down here, though, we may try to test 167.80.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's worth keeping the put then for, because that would give us probably $7 exit on the put. So I would say, Will, if you never sold any of the calls when the stock rallied, I mean, that's why I put the notes up there. I put the notes up there like last week to sell those. I mean, again, you're on your own with these trades because the ticker service is free, and we give you ideas, but you got to close your trades.
Let me show you SPX.
We don't send alerts to close trades in this. So, when you have calls and they go from up 50%, you got to do something. I lose on all these trades. Like, how can you lose on all these trades? All we do is make money on them. Are you closing them, Will? I know, that's why I lose. Well, what I would recommend is you get some kind of plan to close and try to follow it.
Jim too says that. Yeah, you gotta pay attention.
You shouldn't be like. So I know that's why I lose. So I think at this point, because it is looking kind of crappy, I would use a $3 stop on the puts though. I wouldn't let them get below $3 again. That's how I would manage the downs. If you're still long two puts, you still could do well.
Yeah, MACD's negative.
Yeah, remember, we are not, if you want how to follow our trades live, then you need to subscribe to our products where we send we send trade alerts out all the time.
So, and also on Amazon here, we see this little mini gap right there. It's called a rising window. Ooh. The space between that gap will all be support. So from 170, 170 to 170.44, that whole little area in there will be support before it trades down here. So watch for that.
Okay. So what do you mean by that, Leisha, for people? Because even for me, I'm like, because I'm not very good.
Well, you know how you have, a trend line, highs, lows, those create your support resistance levels.
Okay.
This is called a rising window. It's a gap up in this little uptrend. The space between these two, in that gap, that whole area is a support area.
So it broke support and then it's kind of recovered a little bit this morning.
It's so 170, 177 will be support.
Okay.
171.47 was today's low. So from there all the way to this high of this candle, 170.25.
Okay.
That whole little area in there will be considered support.
So we're kind of in like this.
Doesn't mean it'll hold or bounce through there. It's just saying that
we're in this kind of weird area though, right? Aren't we sort of a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know about closing the 180 calls now. I don't know. I don't think they're worth very much, Will, at this point. Let me see.
Rodney says they've been great. That's good.
That is good. It is. So, I mean, the trades have been good. This is the first one that really hasn't been what I would call an easy win. I mean, at 29 cents, I would just keep them for some loose protection. And here that April, like the 70 puts, like Lisa just said, like we get kind of down there a little bit. We're cooking with gas. So I'm of the mind to hold those because you can actually like $6.5. You would be okay. You know what I mean? Well, $7, I think you would almost make some money on the trade. But I generally, if I'm long something and we rally, and then the rally stops, starts to pull back, I just kill the calls then and then see where the puts give me. My 185 call show. Oh, you have the April 185s, Will.
That's better. You have time.
If you have the April 185s, just hold them.
So check out SPX here, Andrew. This nice uptrend line support, holding that support level this morning. Like 50. Well, the low is 50.91. I think my support comes in at like 50.88.
Isn't it
bounced
weird?
Off that, and I would watch I'm watching XSP now. We may make a double bottom and bounce, or continue higher here. Watch the close of the gap this morning. This is an important area too. If we begin to rally here, there'll be resistance at today's highs right there. And then there'll be resistance up here where the gap is. And it'll be interesting. If we clear this gap and start trading higher, we could be up on the day. Something to watch for the day.
I think we're waiting for the CPI number, right? Like we're watching, I think volatility is kind of expanding, waiting for a number. And it's like, yeah, okay. Every time we've had these numbers, though, and they've been around the same, we just go whoosh. We take off again.
I'm watching that.
So I thought we'd look at Nvidia today because Nvidia is kind of it's got kind of this monster feeling here. Now it's green on the day, which is unbelievable to me. Is SMH up on the day now? Well, it's not, but it's not. I think it traded 219, right? Like this is kind of a reversal here. Is it just going to start going back up again?
It's possible. It almost traded down to my median line. So support there, and Nvidia comes in at 833. It traded 841.66.
Well, I think Nvidia, my view here is like it could be within $100 of where we are in the next 3 days. It could be like.
The top of the pitchfork, of course, is right at 900. Makes sense. Yeah.
So let me see here. If we bought the 900 calls are kind of pricey. They're only $45. Nvidia has an event next week.
Look at also here the uptrend line. It's flirting with that trend line there. Yeah, Nvidia might stay positive today.
So I mean, it's so hard just to put out. Does anybody really want to? Well, does anybody want to buy a $16 call spread, right? or right. I mean, you could buy a $15 call spread for $5, which could explode, right? Or let's say 909. So this is kind of reasonable, right? So if I go 909.25, right? Because you do have this inverted skew. Do you guys see how there's like this vol here is 71?
Here, Andrew, you can share. I'll stop sharing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Kathy's like, no. So you've got this like kind of inverted. You can do a butterfly in Nvidia, Jamie. The problem is like for us to put out a butterfly, it's hard. Could you hedge with SMH? You could, like you guys, we can't, I don't want to get this super complicated here.
No.
Usually what I would do is just like buy a call spread and then buy a put and you hold it for a few days. And like we should see, it's hard for the stock not to move. Also, a call spread doesn't really decay very much. So, I mean, I figure we could be back to 900 today. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
So the 900, 925 call spread is pricing around $8. And then we just buy like a junk put. We can buy a call spread. I don't know, buy like a 700 put for, let's say 725 put. Let's see here what we got. So I don't want to get too esoteric with the trades. I make things hard enough sometimes. I don't try to, but because I don't want you to be. So right now, the March 28, if you buy the 900, 925, okay, that was going to be, let me see here. I'm trying to get some real time quotes here. Like, and this is a way to trade it here if you're adventurous. So the 900, 925 is $8.55. Now what you do is, okay, you just put in a bid, see if you get filled. If Nvidia drops to unchanged on the day, just go buy the put. If not, just ride it higher for the rest of the day. That's what I would do. Like real simple. So let me get my trade log here. So right now I'm seeing 865. So I have to give a trade for Christian to put out. All right. So what I do here is, right, for the ticker show, is I would buy one, right? All right, buy to open, one Nvidia. What is this? March 28. So we got a couple days here. And I like that we go right back to 900. So we're going to pick the strike, 925. So we're going to have something with some lift. I'm going to say right now that's probably trading 880. I mean, because the market's moving. Okay, 880 price, 880, $9 top. Now, your hedge will be, right, if Nvidia goes, let's say, unched on the day. So if Nvidia goes unched on the day, you're going to buy one. I think we're going to buy a 725 put in the same term. And you're like, Andrew, it's so far away. But if the stock's down $100, who cares? And that put is $5.20. So that's the March, right? So that is, and I would just put a stop there on that price and then work it that way. And that's how you trade, right? I mean, if you want to trade like this, you can trade like this. You don't have to. You don't want to. Buy one 725. All right. So you can ease into your call spread. Whoopsie, that 725 is 5. You know, it would probably be up to $6. So again, this is a buy to open. Right. So so you got like step 1, step 2, March 28, and this is the 725 put. All right. So I'm going to put in a bid for 850 on this call spread right now. See what happens. Okay, so I'm putting a bid for 850. All right. So it fills 844 immediately. And now what I'll do is I'm going to put in an alert for, all right, let's say 870. Oh, it's going to change then. So I'm just going to buy the put now. So right now that put is 550. So I'm just going to buy one put. And I bought one put. So I paid $844 for the call spread, and I paid $550 for the put. So it looks like it's going to go unched anyway. It's ticking all over the place. And so I filled this at $840. And then I filled this put at $550. And then see what happens. That's it. So I would, again, if we break above 900, you just sell the call spread, you sell the put, you probably make $2. At least hold on to the call spread and let it keep going. And that's it. You know, the strike for the put is the 725. Sorry, 725 put strike there, and I think 550. And this is a call spread. All right. So, I mean, literally NVIDIA went unched since we were talking. So we literally had like a $5 range in what, 3 seconds? So you guys could blink and we could be 950 again. Sell the call spread.
For sure.
We could blink and we're 750. I don't know, but when you get your lift, find an area where you would be happy taking a gain. Can I look at hood? Saw a nice call buy. So we don't generally, Carlos, that's the kind of stuff we do in, our regular sessions. We don't do them in this show. It's just like, one thing.
I'll be doing Delta. Oh, no, it's tomorrow. No, never mind. I'll be doing Win the Week today if anyone wants to. We could do
we are
in there.
And I'm writing hood calls in easy button already. So I'm already fairly long hood, to be quite honest, personally. So if that helps. I also talked about it a couple of weeks ago in the in our Tradier show. So anyway, here's the trade. So I got 844, and hopefully Christian, here is the trade. Call spread. All right. Okay. And price, right? And here we go. And those are our trade. This is the trade idea. And we'll see what happens. Just because we looked at NVIDIA, and this is how you could trade it. You could decide to buy the put now or buy it later. Buy it when it's down, let's say $2. I just thought if it moves $5, while we're looking at it, I've been setting alerts in $10 ticks for NVIDIA. So
crazy.
All right.
That's good, Andrew.
And we'll see what happens. So also we gave you a stop idea. I wouldn't let the puts in Amazon go below $3. And that's it. Let me get this to Christian here.
If you would like to change your name in the chat, you have to either clear your cookies in your browser or open up the link in a new browser and put in your new name. Otherwise, it just saves it. We can't control what name you use.
Right. Any questions? So remember, we talk about this. We write it up during the week. We send out the write-up telling you what we're going to have. I traded in NVIDIA Strangle with my pros Thursday. It worked out really well in one day. So what I would do here, I wouldn't allow myself, if I have $1,300 in this, I don't want to lose more than $200. So if we don't get anything happening, I doubt if the market's not going to do anything in 2 days, but it could happen. But if I'm down $200, I'm going to hit the bricks on this trade. I'm just letting you know. I'm not going to. If NVIDIA decides to not move at all for the next 2 days or 3 days, I would be surprised. Because there's actually not a ton of decay in this, considering. Of course, so right when I touch the put, right? So I touch the put, and now it's up $10 from there. So anyway, Amazing. Our trade is what? It's basically running even right now. But the thing is, remember, the higher, and here's another thing to look for, everybody. The higher NVIDIA goes, the more this put will stop going down because the volatility will explode. So you guys watch how this put performs. You will be surprised. Because if the stock just flies, the volatility on this put is not going to go down. It's going to go up. So this put could be worth more by the end of the day with the stock $50 higher. I'm just letting you know. It could happen. It's because it's a crazy beast right now. You know, if a stock's going to move 50 or 75 bucks a day, everything you look at right now is like, it's crazyville. So this is a good lesson on how volatility works. If I could sell that call spread and double the money on the call spread and the put is unchanged, Leisha.
Yeah.
That's I did that last week, actually.
That'd be amazing.
I wonder if I can do it twice in a 5-day period. It's so goofy, but
pretty cool though.
It is cool when the market does that. All right. We got a trading desk at 11 o'clock. If you want to sign up for any of our products, Alicia's option shopper, greatest candlestick person around. I do a bunch of stuff. I do easy trade button, OP mentoring, pro trading desk, weekly profit cycles. We're on a killer streak in there. A lot of good streaks everywhere. I don't know, whatever. If you want to learn how to trade, come to Option Pit. If you don't, do whatever. And we put on our own trades. So I just filled this trade at these prices, and we'll see what happens.
THS's ticker highlight show.
Yeah, THS ticker highlight show.
Also, since you're all buyers, you get the free class for candlesticks. I will be in the Delta Strike time slot on Tuesday and Thursday with that.
All right.
At 11 Central, noon Eastern.
Yeah,
Tuesday and Thursday.
Highlight show.
You all get it for free. So if you're not doing anything, come by.
Alicia Leslie, does she have a AG's such a good salesman? I'm the worst salesman on the planet. So I have Mark.
Oh,
we don't have Mark. We're not selling anything.
I know. And our great marketing team.
Exactly. Lisa talks about candlesticks. I talk about volatility. Everybody then, we have our marketing team, which helps. Because anyway. But we do all our own trades. Our track records are posted. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Oh, yeah. And the $1 option shopper, if you're not a subscriber, pick it up.
Well, they don't. They're all buyers. That's why they're here. So they don't even have to buy. You'll automatically get the link for tomorrow. Starts tomorrow. It'll be Tuesday, Thursday this week, and Tuesday, Thursday next week.
Wow.
At a different time, though, next week.
That's like the best deal going.
But you'll get it. You'll get it.
All right, hold on. Now I got to start setting upside alerts for Nvidia. Oh, it's up $11, Alicia. All right. How much is it going to be up today?
Keeping you on your toes, Andrew.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to just put some upside alerts on because it's so crazy. Hold on. It's like Funnyville.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like 1999 or whatever. Okay, so my Nvidia up alert. I have. Oh wow, that's way. That was way away. So we are. I think I want 925. It's going to hit our strike today, and we'll just close it.
There you go. Awesome win.
And Amazon, like I said, I don't want to let that put slide away too much. So if we don't get any love out of it, I'm going to kill it. And I'll ride my call.
SPX is on its way to closing the gap this morning. Everybody watch that.
Dude, you totally called that.
Well, it hasn't done it yet, but it looks like it could.
It's 24 cents away.
Yeah.
I've got I'm writing a SPY call we put on a little strangle and trading desk. Anyway, we're done. I'm going to ramble on. I got to go to my next class.
Thank you
guys. Thank you for coming in. And again, be ready to close your trade. Have orders in. Have a place you want to close. If your call spread's up $5, you got a free put. Woohoo! You can't lose.
Right.
Put your order in. Let it fill. Be happy because you don't know what's going to happen. All right. Bye-bye.
See ya. Thanks, everyone.